So what did we just watch?
Contagion.
Why did we watch Contagion?
Because of COVID-19.
Yes, and the fear around that in this, everyone is watching this movie because it might inform them
Yeah. It might be a guideline of what's going to happen.
what's to come. Yeah, so we checked it out, and it was also part of our Deadly Virus series, which
Yes.
included 12 Monkeys and
Outbreak.
Outbreak. Do you read me? Um, the first thing I noticed about this movie is just a sickly looking tone. It looks gross.
Mm-hmm.
You see people's fingers touching stuff and leave like fingerprints and saliva, and it's just a sickly looking grossness.
And very green and yellow, and like the lighting, the color scheme is kind of off-putting.
It's like this movie looks like a hospital waiting room.
Yes. Yeah, it looks
Cold,
and sterile.
sterile, yeah.
But also germy.
Highlight Jeremy. That's how you feel. You're in a hospital waiting
Yeah.
room. Just you're surrounded by sick people with
Yeah.
germs.
It's uncomfortable.
And you limit your breathing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just like long, slow breaths.
And just pretending nothing is entering.
Yeah. You are the healthy one in this room. So this was sort of like this was interesting because it was told in a documentary style, like Soderbergh does, and it adds an authenticity to it, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like pieces and pieces of many stories put together, slotted into wee pieces.
Yeah, it's well constructed.
Yeah, very well. It tells the story of the virus, how quickly it moves, and
then different and through different perspectives.
and different agendas.
Yeah.
And everyone has an agenda, and this movie just plays out most of them.
Yeah, it's like a case study of human nature.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the what ifs scenario.
Yeah, this was as far as what ifs, this was like the nightmare world scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nightmare would be they don't find a cure, and it keeps killing everyone.
Mm-hmm. But this is, I wouldn't want to go through this.
This seems like
It seems very scary.
yeah, it's scary and realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, sure, the virus was killing people in like a really
aggressive. Yeah.
So maybe like what we're seeing with the coronavirus is it's not quite like that.
No.
It's not got the speed and the intensity of this virus, but you could potentially think down the line, well, what about 6 months? What about a year's time? Where are we in the movie compared to where we are now?
Like, could it get to this point?
Yeah. So this is yeah. I mean, this is just the time what's happening in the world and then when we're watching the movie, and this is what's happening in the world. So we don't really know what's going to happen.
Did you like it?
No,
Interesting.
I don't think I liked the movie, but I thought it was very gripping. Like it was a really excellent made movie.
But you don't like, what is it that you don't like? Like the subject matter or the way it looks, or you don't enjoy
I don't like
watching virus movies?
No, virus movies are fun. I like people dying in virus movies, and reaching out with their gross sickly hands. Help me.
Oh, like cheesy.
Yeah, no, I just like I like watching people be sick in movies. Because they've always got that sick makeup and then shivering in fever and weird vomits and seizures.
That the beginning part of this movie is really creepy when she seizes out. Like that looked legit to me. It was uncomfortable. And the scene with them cutting her head open.
Oh yeah.
And then the blood like spat on his mouth guard.
Gross.
Oh.
Yeah, it really did. I wanted to see it. I wanted to see the brain, like what was going on in there.
Yes.
Like, because it looked like the doctor's reaction was
so.
He's like,
holy shit.
It's like you open up the brain and you see like, like when you cut into the alien in Independence Day and there's another little alien inside.
Yeah.
It's like that. There's another
layer.
A layer of an alien in your brain.
You want to see what it does to the brain?
I just wanted to. Anyway, I like watching people die in movies. in a morbid way. By the hundreds of thousands, whatever. I like to see an open pit and bodies being thrown in.
Good Lord.
It's kind of satisfying in a non-Nazi way.
How?
It's again that worst case scenario. It's a nightmare situation.
So it's scary?
It's intriguing. So I guess I'm intrigued by death and all the ways that it can happen. And
do you find it scary, or what is it that you like looking at?
It's more like someone gave you a pencil and they asked you to draw the end of the world, and that's what it would look like. Images like that, and that's kind of cool. It's cool to see it in a movie. I don't know. I'm not like
give me another example of where you find that.
I don't know. I lost my train of thought. But I didn't. What I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but I didn't enjoy it. It's not an enjoyable movie. It's not a good, enjoyable experience.
Like how it made you feel?
I was cold by it.
Okay,
I was left cold, but maybe that's what the movie was trying to do to me. It was like leaving a hospital. You leave the hospital quite emotionless and cold and
grim.
Try to figure out what just happened to you, or what the doctor said, or so the movie. Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
It had. It's like you couldn't really feel for the characters in this movie. It was like you were watching their lives through a screen. And you couldn't get to know them.
Oh yeah, I see. More okay, yeah.
Because you weren't with just one character. It was like, and I think that's why they gave them so many famous people. Because if it's just Bob and Joe Bob and Sarah over there,
you
wouldn't
track.
care if they Mr. Ordinary Face here,
yeah,
and Mrs. Ordinary Face. Oh yeah, I remember them. No, but here it's Matt Damon, Kate Winslet, Lawrence Fishburne, Bryan Cranston,
we like these
Jude
people.
Law. Yeah, here it's everyone. Everybody's in this movie, so you can just say, "Oh yeah, there's Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, I hate her, but there she is." And there's Matt Damon.
So the character is the actor.
The character is just the actor going through an experience, like having a certain encounter. But I didn't feel close or warm to any of them. Like I watched Matt Damon lose his wife and kid.
You didn't feel it?
No, I admired his acting. You know, in the scene when the doctor tells him his wife's dead, and he's like, "No, just talk to you." He's absolutely beside himself. So his acting was great, but I didn't feel it. I didn't feel anything watching that. So it was I don't know. It's like watching news footage, and if you see someone on the news, it's kind of like you're detached. You're commenting on the situation rather than feeling anything. So I don't know. What did you think of the soundtrack?
Unsettling.
Jarring.
But I think it's probably this movie wasn't comfortable to watch. Really, it was pretty upsetting.
I didn't. It was like synthy, and suddenly a thing will appear like
yeah,
some kind of Stranger Things vibes. And it just sort of like it takes you by surprise, and it's always different. I thought it was cool. No, yeah, well, it's something I would listen to, like if I was in a car or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And by the way,
it has movement.
The long pause just now was because our brains just ran out of things to say.
Yeah, I was just trying to absorb it all.
Alright, but that's why we do it. It's real. It's just us talking. What about okay, some stuff I had some problems with, like John has some problems, and he must speak about the problems.
Yes.
Because
he must rant.
Right, but I didn't like some of the subplots, the conspiracy theories, Jude Law guy, the blogosphere, all this outdated
I think
jargon.
It was too much of a character. Like, he was too stereotypical to be believable. Really,
it was a stereo. It was such a stereotype, and it's let's get someone who's lives in his mum's basement and what that would look like. Give him fucked up teeth and make him really obnoxious and make him love himself. Um, so it was token conspiracy theories. Why can't he just look like Jude Law and be a crazy person on TV? Why can't he just look like that?
No, they have to sell it as just like a scary, gross person.
Yeah, like
spouting nonsense.
Yeah, I think that character is important. If this is going to happen, there would be someone fear mongering on TV, offering people miracle solutions. So this character in real life would be like 15 people on TV, but it's condensed into one guy.
And so that's why he's all. Yeah, I didn't buy it.
Yeah, no, he's just too much.
And I didn't buy the epidemiologist lady. That was a lot of boring.
Kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was garbage. That was
unnecessary.
And we will hold you hostage, and we will barter for your life for a vaccine when it arrives eventually. I don't think they would have cared about getting her back because they've got a huge problem in the world to solve first. They can't even get any more body bags. They're not going to be looking for their doctor back or whoever she is, spokesperson. I don't know.
Low priority.
Low.
And they shouldn't bargain with terrorists.
No. So
because that makes a bad precedent.
So it ended with a waste of time, right? They didn't get their vaccine and she was free, so everything that happened there would have made no point to the story. I guess they maybe were trying to play on our sympathy by showing us the whole village, and this is life, and these are children and all that stuff. But I wasn't really.
It was just sort of like a plot idea somebody's had. It's like, well, what if this happened? But I don't know, it just didn't. And maybe you're right. Like they spent more time on like, well, what if this happens, and then they attached characters to it, but we don't care about the characters and like what's happening to them.
Yeah, and for me also the detail, I wanted more details about what was going on in the real world, because they show you people dying and then looting, and there's military and stuff and roadblocks, and but in other scenes you'll look by a window and you'll see an airplane and people are still going to on flights. This is in the very deepest stages of the vaccine in the movie. People are still going on flights, and there's who's flying these planes? Who's paying these air hostesses? Who's paying the airport people to run the? I wanted to know more about how the economy was still working, because the economy would have crashed, right? The worldwide economy that just exploded, imploded, whatever. But I wanted to know the effects of that.
Maybe they didn't show it because they don't know.
Yeah, it might have been a wee bit too complicated to explain. I know it's not really necessary.
But it's like an interesting, like, how does it all work if things become that bad?
I tell you what, get rid of the subplot about the lady being kidnapped, and spend some time looking into this and show us how the world is still working.
Yeah.
Because there still seems to be some kind of civilization, despite millions and millions and millions of people dying. They're still carrying on. Things are the water's still running. The electricity's still on.
So keep calm and carry on somehow.
Yeah. Who out of all of these actors and famous people, who do you think is the one person who stood out for you?
I like Kate Winslet.
Yeah, she was good.
I liked that character. She's just kind of straightforward, and I don't know, she seemed pretty real to me.
Yeah, I liked her, and her ending was good as well.
Yeah,
with the coat.
Sad.
That was good. Lawrence Fishburne was good too.
Yeah,
he was solid. Yeah, just a really strong performance. I liked it. And Matt Damon was great too. He was Matt Damon being Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, yeah.
But really good. So overall, I'm trying to decide on, like, I said it was bad, but it's not bad. Maybe it's just the way it left me feeling, but it still left you feeling with something, right? It still gave you told you a story.
You still wanted to talk about it, so I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah. So I would give it 6.
Okay.
And because it's a really good movie. But
That's a bad score, though.
I know. But I don't want to just say, oh, well, it's an 8.
Yeah.
Because it probably is an 8. But to me, it left me feeling like a 6.
Interesting.
So that's where I'm at with this. Confusing. I'll never watch it again.
I'm confused why you don't.
Why I'll never watch it again?
Like, I want to know more about, like, how it made you feel, because I'm confused.
It was just...
Like, you couldn't connect with the characters?
I couldn't connect with it, all these jingle all the pieces.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fascinating to watch some scenes in the world go crazy, but I would never watch this again, ever. It's like I recognise a good movie, but I don't care for it.
Yeah.
And that's... So, because I don't care for you, you're a really good movie, but I'm not that into you. So I can't rate you highly.
It's not you, it's me.
Objectively, it's an 8. Subjectively, it's a 6. That's where I'm going with that. What about you?
I give it 7.5.
Tell me why.
Because it scares me, and I enjoy that.
Well, you like this stuff. You enjoy getting involved in...
Probably more than I should be.
Yeah, you get into the scary stuff.
It is fascinating though. Like, I was into like Ebola, and this is getting a little out of hand for me.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate it.
No, and you've stocked
it
up
needs to
and
stop.
You've stocked up in canned goods and toilet paper, legitimately.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I worry too much. But I'm also morbidly fascinated by it all. So it's
this scratched an itch.
And I enjoy it, yes.
So yeah, you would give it a 7.5. And as yet, we are free from the virus.
Yes.
But we will live on, hopefully.
One way or another.
Right, and hopefully in time to make another video. So
yeah, that's the most important thing right now.
Yeah, we need to get back to Star Trek. Yeah. So what did we just watch?
Contagion.
We sure did.